So, I keep thinking of an intro. The sketch of the pencil to the canvas is a thought that brought me to you when I had no access. When Mom told me that you and her couldn't work out, after a certain age, the reality set in. But to deal with it was another journey. Outsider not to just the world, but to your family too. Because it's been some time, when I think of you, I simply ask, what is a parent and what is a child? A parent, a father or a mother, a caregiver of the offspring in their own species, a caretaker of a child. A child, a son or daughter of any age, a young person, an immature or irresponsible person. And at that point, I get confused because of those words. Because Mom always gave me this reason for why I would never see you. You were
irresponsible.
But the child should have the right to be irresponsible, right? Not a parent, right? But you were the exception. For you were the father I never knew, except through the sketch of the pencil to the canvas. The canvas is what you and I shared. The legacy you reluctantly left behind. Every stroke of my pencil against the canvas reminds me of what my mother could never give me with her hands. Sketching. But parenting is art. There should be pain I feel with each stroke, as I can only think of you. But instead there's relief, as I graciously accepted my gift, without reluctance, without hate, without grief. And let the lead touch the sheet, the canvas, with my hand, with me. For you were the father I never knew. I saw you in your final days, withering away from an inclining decay. And the impact of losing you had it made me realize how much I lived my life in your shadow. And the cliche of my silly ways hit me close, not far away. A distance of intimacy you and I never shared. For you, it was easy to find a new path and detach. Call it quits and wait for the next dispatch. For your turn at accidental paternity again. and to stick with my mother's maternity was to be a sin. So you looked at me as below hell, beyond the bounds you would ever forcefully reach, but to still find you bound by the very pulse of my heartbeat. My heart pumped blood before it pumped soul, as I find my refuge wasn't in your arms, or your wisdom, or lack thereof. It was in the moments and the people a far distance away, who subtly made me, with their unrestricting love, regret my last name. I found myself to be framed in the image of you from the moment I left the womb. But how do you mimic the image of absence? After I was several months in this world, you took to a new life already, steadily packing. So that left me without many options. Had it not been for a wise stepdad, I'd be fatherless. With you looking at a mirror of yourself. Now, could you have looked at me
Honestly.
and say you were proud to be a father? Sadly, I can't ask. Because you're either 6 feet deep, cremated, or maybe in a grave. As your passing away came to me first from a post on my timeline on my Facebook news feed. My folks couldn't make it in time to console me, but I'm resilient. Don't you see? Finally, now that you're gone, ask for one last and simple favor. Ask for you to look over me. You owe me that. But I want to know, what do I owe you? What do you want from me?